Good morning, just before 7 a.m. here in Las Vegas, and welcome to another edition of Wake Up and Win with Teddy Covers. It is Thursday, May 23rd, 2024, and let's talk about where the money is flowing and why it's flowing in that direction. We're going to go through NBA and MLB, the two sports that I'm working on right now at WagerTalk.com. And let's start in the association where Celtics and Pacers, game 2 tonight. Indiana gave Boston everything they can handle in game 1, but the Celtics came away with a W. The Pacers came away with a W from a point spread perspective. Tonight, we're seeing Boston right now -9, total 224.5. Note the 5-point adjustment between the opening total for game 1 and game 2. The markets are clearly saying they expect a fast pace in tonight's ballgame. And Boston, despite not really sniffing a point spread cover in game 1, they opened 8.5. The Celtics have taken the sharp money for this one. It's a clear sharp score divide between Boston and Indiana. Not to say that the recreational bettors don't win in the postseason. Sometimes they do. But there's a pro versus Joe divide on this game. The pros are on Boston. The Joes are on Indiana. And in general, I'd rather be with the pros than the Joes in those sharp square divide games. This is a clear one, at least for this better. There are always exceptions, and there are times that the betting markets misprice a team like Boston at this stage of the postseason. And all the value is with Indiana, and the public sees it, and the wise guys are still focused on regular season stats. So you can make the argument both ways. But in general, and this is in a game like this with the sharp square divide, I'd rather be with the pros than the Joes. Again, Boston has taken the early sharp money. The 8s, 8.5s are gone. It's 9 right now. When it comes to game 2 for Dallas and Minnesota was 4.5 last night, and most books at the close. We're seeing a little zigzag with this line. They're -5 at the open for game 2. So the team that lost game 1, the markets are going to give them a little bit more betting support. And that's the instance in this one for Minnesota against Dallas. With -5 there. Total open 207.5/208. And we're 207.5/207 right now. So we've seen a little bit of under money off the open for the T-Wolves and the Mavs. When we look at the series prices, the Celtics, they're 13-1. And again, they were only 9-1 or 8-1 heading into game 1. The markets, from a series price standpoint, thought Indiana might have had their best chance to still want to make things interesting in game 1. So we're seeing Boston now, again, I'm 16-1 favorites, 14-1 favorites, 12-1 favorites, 13-1 favorites. Look at the WagerTalk live odds screen, some of the prices that are out there. And I lay with Boston before I took Indiana. I don't think the Pacers are winning this series. That being said, now we look at Dallas and Minnesota, and of course, the T-Wolves were favorites yesterday at this time, not today. Now for the series price, again, all we have is one game that's been played. From a series price standpoint, yesterday at this time, Minnesota was -160, -170. Today, Dallas -150, -160, -165. One game out of a 7-game series. The markets make huge adjustments. That's why I talk about when you make a bet on a series price, you're really just betting the next game. Yes, you're betting the series, but you're also betting the next game when you talk about what price you want to take with that series bet. If you took Dallas prior to game 1, got a heck of a better price than you would if you look for the Mavericks today. If you took Minnesota, you got a much worse price. So essentially, you're betting on the next game. Let's talk about baseball here. Just a second. First, let me do some house cleaning real quick. There will be no show tomorrow, and I decided I'm going to take Monday off from doing a show at 7 a.m. I got people in town this weekend. It's a holiday. So no show tomorrow, no show on Monday. I'll be back on Tuesday. Don't worry. I'm not taking a ton of days off, but this week, it's a holiday weekend, and I got friends in town, and I'm like, I'm not going to be able to do a show Monday morning. So I'm taking it off. It is what it is. Other house cleaning to talk about. Give me a like, please. I'm not begging. No, not at all. But I appreciate the likes very much. Very, very much. And that's all I ask. If you want to visit WagerTalk.com, check out the website. You want to buy a play? Great. Love it. You want to comment? I appreciate it very much. You want to subscribe to the WagerTalk YouTube channel? More than 150-something thousand of you? Awesome. But the only thing I'm going to ask for is a like. And any other stuff you want to do it, great. I appreciate it. But the like makes all the difference in terms of how YouTube ranks us and all that kind of stuff. So please and thank you. One other point I do want to talk about. Great deal right now at WagerTalk. I mean, look, sometimes the promo staff, the sales staff come up with some really good offers. This is called the Summer Celebration Special. All right. 99 days of access from Memorial Day through Labor Day. And if you buy it today, you get everything before Memorial Day as well. So it's 99 days of access. A 30-day all access is normally priced at $2.99. A 90-day all access is normally $8.49. This time, we're going to give it to 99 days all access. Basically, under $6 a day, $40 a week, $5.79 right now if you want to get every play, every day through Labor Day. It's a good offer. If you're interested, check it out right now. WT.buzz/TC. That's my page over at WagerTalk.com. It's good for me. It's good for any of the cappers at WagerTalk. So take advantage. If interested, get on board. Let's shift our focus over to the MLB betting board for today as I click over on the WagerTalk live odds screen. And you know why I like to do the show every morning right around this time, just about 7 o'clock. Because the screen lights up. That's when the baseball betting market, 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern. That's when the markets start lighting up and you can really see what the bettors are doing in early action. And what are we seeing here? Look, no surprise. The Pirates taking money with Skinnis. He's a guy who people seem to like a whole lot in the betting markets right now. Under money, Pirates money. That's an early start game, mostly early start action this morning, looking at the WagerTalk live odds screen. The other one that stood out to me is Yankees money against Seattle. Gil against Castillo. And Castillo's a guy who's gotten a fair bit of betting market support. The markets aren't as high on him now as they were a month ago or even a couple of weeks ago. So money for the Bronx Bombers and money for the over in that game. Again, we don't often see that early money. And look, not a ton of over money. I don't want to over exaggerate because it was 8, then it got back down to 7.5, and the 7.5's got bet or juiced back up now. So there was some under money, but there's been some over money since that one. But the Yankees clearly taking action there. There was another one that really stood out to me. Oh yeah, of course. They're betting against the Phillies again. And I'm going to talk about why the money's coming against Philadelphia on another show. I'm going to do it on Wager Talk today this morning, your sports center for gamblers. Every weekday, 9 a.m. Pacific time, noon Eastern, live on Wager Talk TV. But I'm going to talk about why we're seeing the anti-Phillies money coming from the sharp bettors right now. Has a lot to do with MLB history because the Phillies are doing something that is historically unique when you talk about how good their record has been and how hot they've been. The market's expecting Philly to cool off a little bit at some point, and we're seeing anti-Phillies money day in, day out right now. We saw it again yesterday. We're seeing it again today, despite the fact Zach Wheeler, one of the Phillies' aces, is on the hill. The other one, we're seeing under money, Colorado-Oakland. That's an afternoon delight game between two teams that can't hit and can't pitch. So good luck if you're betting that one. It isn't. They're coming off an blown save game for Colorado and an extra inning game last night. So if I'm playing under in that one, it would be first 5. I do worry about those bullpens. There you have it, guys. That's what's moving in the markets this morning. Some thoughts about NBA, some thoughts about MLB. Again, I really appreciate the likes, the comments. No show tomorrow. No show on Monday. We're back on Tuesday with another edition with Wake Up and Win with Teddy Covers. Between now and then, best of luck with all your bets and check out all the great content at WagerTalk TV. Cheers.